Hello, my beautiful, amazing, wonderful souls. Um, this message is for the collective who refuse to do the work, who refuse to do the work, but somehow feels entitled to receiving blessings. So, my dear, you have not been having any positive outcome, or you have not been receiving the blessings that you so-called desire and you so wish to have. If, for example, that you are living in lack, in a place of lack, and you are unable to provide for your basic needs, for example, and you are out there praying to God for help. The reason why you have not gotten any help is because you are not doing the work to receive any help. So it's just like when you have a job, right? You have a job, and when you work at your job, you get paid. It's the same. If you want what you wish to have, then you have to do the work to get it, to receive it. And you refuse to do that work. Now, some of you refuse to do the work because you just don't care to do the work. Some of you do not do the work because you are lost in an idea of basically a religious belief, an imprinted belief that somehow you need to pray to God for something good to happen for you. Okay, now that is another topic that I do not wish to talk about right now, because this is not the point that I'm making. This is not the message. But yes, you are stuck in a particular belief that you just need to pray to whoever you pray to. I'm not going to call any names. And that somehow you're going to receive some blessings from heaven. You're still waiting, right? You are still waiting. There's nothing happening because you have not done the work. Now, for those of you who have been praying to God, for a miracle, for help, for anything, and you have not been having any results, it's not because God is not answering you. It is simply because you cannot hear. If you are at a level where all the noise are, how do you expect to hear what God is telling you? You are at a low vibration. You are in a very low frequency. And in that frequency, you cannot hear the word of God. So this is why you need to do the work in order to raise your vibration, to raise your frequency, so that you can hear the word of God. Let's take, for example, sound. We can use sound, for example, okay? Think of it as you being on a high building, and there is lots of noise on the ground floor. You can hear what is happening on the ground floor, but the noise that is coming from your apartment, basically, or your floor, the people on the ground cannot hear it. They're not gonna hear it because the sound, that's how sound waves travel. You're down and you're talking, the sound waves goes up. But if you're up, then the sound wave will go like this. It basically will just go kind of like straight. So if you are down there, if you're the one down there and you're talking and you're down on your knees and you're praying, God, help me, please. God is answering you. God is giving you everything that you need. It is talking to you. But you cannot hear it because the sound waves is going like this. And unless you have a speaker to hear God's voice in all the noise that is down there, you're not going to hear anything. So for you to hear the word of God, you need to raise your vibration so you can get to that space, that level where you can hear God speaking to you and you getting the answers that you need. But if you stay and you do nothing, you don't expect God to come down to that low vibration, do you? You don't expect God to come down to your level. You have to do the work in order to get up there. So it's just like a boss or a CEO. That's the word in English. CEO. CEO. Yes. It's like a CEO. The Chief Executive Officer. Okay? They are up there in their office and you on the bottom floor who is working, at what moment you're gonna see the CEO? You're not gonna see the CEO. The CEO is gonna be on top in his big office or in her big office, and you're never gonna be able to see them unless you work and you fight your way up to the top, and then they can see you. Then you can be seen. But if you are down there and you're refusing to do the work and you're just on your knees, God, help me, please. I need your help. But you're not doing the work so that you can receive the help of God. Stop. You're wasting your time. You are wasting your time. So this is why it is important to raise your vibration, my dear. Because unless you do that, you cannot receive your blessing from heaven.